Hi guys, today I'll be doing a comparison video between LG's 39-inch 39GS95QE and LG's 45-inch 45GR95QE. As price-wise, both monitors are currently selling at the same price on LG's website, so I thought it would be great to compare the two. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links. So for both these monitors, I'll be showing you around the design, testing them out, and seeing how good the picture quality is, seeing how well they perform when gaming, and using them for productivity purposes, highlighting any pros and cons to give you a better idea which one to choose. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of my next release. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Let's begin by taking a look at the design. The 45-inch has a 800R curvature with a near bezel-less design. It has a small chin at the front, and on the back you've got a hexagon design in the middle which protrudes out with LEDs on either side, with the rest being really thin. Underneath there's a headphone jack and a button that provides some basic controls, but you do get a remote control, providing a more convenient way to make adjustments. The monitor has a stand with 2 feet, with the design being pretty stable on your desk. There's a cable management clip at the back, and you're able to adjust the height, swivel it left or right, and tilt it forwards and back. Looking at the 39-inch monitor, and it has a 800R curvature with a near bezel-less design on all sides. At the back it has a smooth finish with LEDs going around the mounting point for the monitor arm, and at the bottom there's a joystick allowing you to make adjustments to the OSD, but this monitor doesn't come with a remote control, which is a bit of a shame. Underneath there's a headphone jack. The monitor stand has a new L-shaped design with a gap at the back for cable management, and you're able to adjust the height, swivel and tilt, but this has more of a tilt angle of -10 degrees to 15 degrees, whereas the 45-inch can only be tilted back by -5 degrees to 15 degrees. If you compared the physical screen size on the 39-inch to the 45-inch, the 45-inch is not only wider but also taller. Ports wise, they're nearly identical, with both monitors having the following ports: so 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, a DisplayPort 1.4, 1 USB-B 3.0 upstream port, 2 USB-A 3.0 downstream ports, and a power input. It would have been nice if the monitors didn't have a separate power adapter and this was integrated into the back. The 45-inch has an optical audio output, something that's not on the 39-inch. Both monitors don't have speakers or a KVM or a Type-C port, which would have been useful if you use multiple devices, so a Windows PC and a Mac for example, but if you didn't, it's no big deal. Size wise, my desk is 150 centimeters wide and 70 centimeters deep, and seriously, the 45-inch feels overwhelming on it when used in conjunction with the monitor stand that LG provide. It feels like it takes up the majority of the space on the desk, whereas the 39-inch doesn't feel as overwhelming, even though the curvature is the same, helped by the smaller screen size and the space-saving monitor stand. Moving on to picture quality, and both monitors have a WQHD OLED display, giving a 21:9 aspect ratio, providing a 3440 by 1440p resolution. They both have a DCI P3 98.5% color gamut with a color depth of 1.07 billion, together with a contrast ratio of 1.5 million to 1, giving vivid colors with great contrast levels. The 39-inch supports HDR10, giving higher levels of brightness and contrast. Viewing angles from left to right and up and down are really good, with literally no reduction in picture quality, and as these are OLED panels, you don't get any light bleed, plus with the self-lighting pixels providing inky blacks, making those dark scenes look amazing. Text on the 45-inch monitor is not bad, but due to its size and resolution, the pixel density isn't great, with it having a PPI of 84, so you do see some slight frigging around the text if you look closely, but on the 39-inch it's slightly better, with it having a PPI of 96, and again with there being some slight frigging around the text if you look closely. The 45-inch has about 200 nits of brightness in SDR, but on the 39-inch LG have upgraded it to using their MLA Plus technology to enhance brightness levels from 200 nits to 275 nits in both SDR and in HDR peak brightness, and in addition it has VESA Display HDR True Black 400, ensuring that the monitor will deliver at least 400 nits of peak brightness. I did measure the peak brightness on both the monitors, and the 39-inch gave about 1700 nits and the 45-inch was giving 1500 nits, and performance wise it was really good on both the monitors in a bright room, providing quite an impressive experience. Both monitors have a matte finish, providing an anti-glare low reflection coating on the screen, which you have on the majority of gaming monitors out there, which helps to reduce screen reflections from ambient lighting, especially in a very bright room or if you work next to a window. But on the negative side, the anti-glare low reflection technology can reduce color representation slightly on the display, so colors wouldn't seem as good as what you see on an OLED TV with a glossy screen where the colors literally pop out. But personally, I didn't feel it affected picture quality that much, as it still looked really good. But playing any color rich games with vibrant colors, both screens do a pretty good job at providing great colors and picture quality. On to gaming, and seriously, both the monitors gave a really impressive experience, helped by the heavy 800R curvature, giving excellent coverage in your field of vision. Gaming on these monitors is just so good and really smooth, with both of them having a 0.03 millisecond response time, making these monitors so fast. They both support NVIDIA G-Sync, but the 39-inch supports AMD FreeSync Premium Pro, whereas the 45-inch supports AMD FreeSync Premium. I've highlighted the differences on the screen, but essentially FreeSync Premium Pro integrates with HDR on the hardware level, giving better HDR performance on the 39-inch, especially if you want to game with HDR on, providing low latency in both SDR and HDR. But nevertheless, gaming on both the monitors was ultra smooth, with no screen tearing or stuttering, with the added benefit of the 240Hz refresh rate. I've tested both monitors on my desk and on my sim racing rig, and seriously, they provide an excellent level of immersion, with the 800R curvature being pretty good when gaming, and the curvature helps to provide an equal viewing distance, which is the same moving across the curve, meaning your eyes don't have to keep refocusing in your field of view, making it perfect for gaming. Personally, I found the 39-inch perfect on my desk without it feeling overwhelming, and I didn't feel I was missing out with the extra 6 inches the 45-inch gave. Over to racing on a sim cockpit, both monitors performed well, but I felt the 45-inch had the advantage with the wider and taller screen, giving a better level of immersion. Testing with a console, and the functionality is the same on both the monitors, so when they're connected up to an Xbox Series X and looking in the display settings with 4K UHD selected at 120Hz, you can select this, but as it isn't a 4K monitor, the maximum resolution is 1440p, but variable refresh rate is supported on both the PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Allow auto low latency mode isn't supported, as the monitor is optimized for gaming, so it's already in the lowest latency mode. Looking in the display settings, everything is selected except Dolby Vision and Dolby Vision for gaming, and gaming on either the PS5 or the Xbox Series X or S will be stretched, as the ultra-wide format isn't supported on consoles. However, you can adjust the monitor to show the original format, but with that you'll see 2 black bars on either side. So definitely something to be aware of if you're planning to buy this for a console. Productivity wise, both monitors are great, with the wide QWHD displays providing lots of screen real estate, perfect for displaying multiple windows, which helps with multitasking, allowing me to have multiple windows open on a single screen. Even working in Adobe Premiere Pro is good, as you can see a large part of the timeline when editing videos. Screen real estate wise, the 45-inch feels like it has the edge, even though both monitors have the same resolution with the size. But with this size, there is a trade-off, as the PPI is only 84, whereas the PPI on the 39-inch is 96. And the effect this has is that you will notice some frigging around text, which isn't ideal. But as this is essentially a stretched 1440p monitor, it's no surprise. Now, if LG went for a 4K stretched monitor, so 2160p, a lot of graphics cards may struggle to perform at this level when gaming, but working at normal distance away from the screen, it's not too bad. Both monitors also support picture-in-picture and picture-by-picture, which is great for multitasking, as it allows you to display 2 different input sources at the same time. So with picture-by-picture, you could have your PC shown on one side and your console shown on the other side, with one having a 1720 by 1440 resolution with a 120Hz refresh rate on each side. But to note, in this mode, HDR isn't supported. You could also have your PlayStation on one side and an Xbox on the other, giving a 2-player setup, but it does look a little bit stretched. Now with picture-in-picture on your main display, you can get the full resolution of 3440 by 1440 with a 240Hz refresh rate and HDR support, with the subsource supporting 1080p at 60Hz Hz but with no HDR support, and you're able to choose between 2 different sizes, together with allowing you to change the position of the subsource on the screen. Audio wise, if you use the headphone jack, you can only have one source playing at a time, but you are able to pick which one. So in summary, if I was choosing between the 2 monitors, it would really come down to usage. If you wanted a monitor for your sim racing rig, I'd definitely go for the 45-inch due to the wider and taller display, giving an excellent level of immersion. It's also great on a desk too, but with the stand, it felt like the monitor took up most of the space on my desk. If you were planning to use it on your desk, I'd say it's definitely worth investing in a good desk arm to free up space, as this enables you to push the monitor further back, and it's also great that it comes with a remote control. In contrast, the 39-inch, with its smaller size and better designed stand, felt more practical on a desk, with it taking up a minimal amount of space, with it being brighter and with a slightly better PPI than the 45-inch. The 39-inch was fine on a sim rig, gave a good amount of immersion regardless, but I still preferred the 45 on the sim rig. So there you have it, you've come to the end of another video, and I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing one of these ultra-wide monitors. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. For those of you who've got to the end of this video, please leave a comment with ultra-wide, as it's awesome to see who's got to the end of my video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You can follow me on my socials, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to be notified of my next release. Thanks for viewing, and see you in the next one.